Today's episode is going to be about X, nothing else. And we won't.
Who?
X, John. X.
No. What?
I know. Nobody knows. It's a stupid, horrible decision. Just
It's
some funny
X
stories.
Twitter.
Well, it is a serious story. It actually starts an incredibly serious story because X's content moderation policies have allowed their dickwad billionaire owner to personally intervene to unban account who is known to have shared child sex abuse materials on the platform. The platform being X. So
It's pretty depressing.
yeah, it's pretty bad. But let's get into it.
Enjoy.
So this article popped up in Forbes because a Twitter exec was testifying in front of the Australian Parliament. But it's about a story that happened, I think, back in July, which isn't that terribly long ago. But basically, Twitter being criticized for reinstating an account that posted child sex abuse material.
Yeah, this sucks. So the story that we are looking at, if you want to go back a little bit, Mike, to the previous story, is that an executive from Twitter was in front of the Australian, Australian Congress, something like
Parliament,
that?
Australian Parliament.
Parliament, right, yeah, thanks. And he's defended the Twitter's actions here, because what happened was that there was an account on Twitter that posted the child sexual abuse material, CSAM, and then it was restored. And
the account was restored, not the CSAM.
Yeah, sorry. Good clarification. The account was restored, which is kind of unbelievable, really. And they don't really give a proper answer as to why. They just go, upon review. I think the line that kind of got me was, where was it? I actually did highlight it myself. Here we go. One of the challenges we see is, for example, people sharing this content out of outrage because they want to raise awareness of an issue and see something in the media. Pickles testified, Mr. Pickles here. So if there are circumstances where someone shares content, but under review, we decide that the appropriate remediation is to remove the content, but not the user. We decide the appropriate remediation is to remove the content, but not the user. Pickles continued. So they've gone, that's okay. No, you just made a mistake. Don't worry about it. Kind of almost giving them carte blanche to do it again, really.
Yeah.
Because this is all about an account which shared stuff as an example of the terrible content that's out there.
Well, maybe. So the other article, this article from the Washington Post, gives a little more. This is when the event actually happened,
right?
And gives a little more context. So basically, 500,000 followers of a guy named Dominic McGee, who's some QAnon jackhole, complained that his account had been banned after he posted an image of a toddler being tortured, which, by the way, he freely admits that he did. Musk's response was that, well, nobody actually saw the images except for our review team, so we just deleted the images and reinstated his account. Which kind of we think is a lie also, because it looks like the original post got like 3,000 likes and some engagement.
Oh my God.
But beyond that, then the guy says, my account wasn't really banned because of the post that I made with this image. Really, my account was banned because I made critical comments of Obama. And so this all was about political censorship, not about child sexual abuse materials.
This is. I mean, as far as I know, even possessing downloading those images is illegal everywhere. It's so clear cut that there is no justification, regardless of who this guy is, QAnon or not. I mean, it sounds dodgy in a million different ways, but it's just so black and white in this situation. It's like there's no excuse. And the fact that an executive from Twitter is trying to justify their actions and not turning around and going, you know what? Sorry, Like,
Musk
yeah,
made the original
yeah.
comment. Musk is the one who unbanned him.
Oh my God.
Musk personally tweeted when it happened, only people on our CSE team have seen those pictures. For now, we will delete those posts and reinstate the account.
I mean, the thing about him is that everything he does that's controversial feels to me like an attempt to get media attention.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is sort of stepping over the line. It's not like it's not can't either. There's two options I can see here, right? Either it's his genuine view, which is just bonkers.
That's wild. Yeah.
Or it's an attempt to get media attention, which is also just bonkers.
What a fucking disgusting reason to get.
Yeah,
media
I think it's
attention.
his. I think it's his legitimate view because it's consistent with other censorship choices he made on the site. Open the doors to white supremacists and hate speech.
Right.
The only people he's going to censor are business competitors and people that he disagrees with, people who criticize him. Like, this, it seems completely consistent with his MO. He doesn't give a fuck about the CSAM. He wants his conservative buddies to be able to do whatever hateful shit they want online.
My God, it's really kind of, yeah.
It's terrible.
So I also brought up, I think in the last week or so, he had a tweet, and this is in response to recently Twitter had some kind of a glitch in its content delivery network or something, and it deleted all images and links prior to like 2014 or something. And so Musk responded with a tweet that said, "The sad truth is there are no great social networks right now. We may fail, as so many have predicted, but we will try our best to make sure there is at least one."
Oh my God. No, he won't. He's done literally. Oh, did you see that? I think I posted this on Discord, actually. Did you see? Or maybe it was Mr. T. Yeah, I think Mr. T posted it in the PrivSec Memes channel. And it was someone who fed the exact headline of the. Where was it?
Explain why this joke is funny.
No, it wasn't even. Explain why this joke is funny. X, the social media platform formerly known as Twitter, is reportedly testing a new feature that will require a user to upload an image of government-issued ID along with a live selfie to get their handle verified on the billionaire Elon Musk-owned service, which is a real
news
headline.
story.
Yeah, and ChatGPT went into like, the joke you presented is layered and draws on humor from several sources. Rebranding of Twitter X, the stringent verification process, Elon Musk, like it sort of dissects the joke because it is basically a fucking joke.
And because ChatGPT doesn't know that Elon owns Twitter, nor that Twitter is named X, so it's like that's a really funny joke because there's so many things that are outlandish about this.
If someone did a timeline of, okay, how are we going to make the internet town hall fail? This would be.
Yeah. I think we've touched on before, but the rebranding really drives me nuts because companies continue to refer to it as X, the company formerly known as Twitter. And on one hand, I feel like that's so much letting them off the hook. Like if you want to destroy your brand name by doing away with it, then great, we'll never talk about your old brand again. But then we're just hurting ourselves because nobody wants to watch our YouTube video about X. That's meaningless.
Right.
And it does remind me though, Prince famously had changed his name. And he was asked, well, how did you expect people to pronounce this new symbol? And he said, well, honestly, I just thought they were going to pronounce it Prince.
Yeah, right. Well, I actually read saw a thing about Prince doing that, and it was apparently to get out of a recording contract.
Oh, smart.
Because, because it was all to do with Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana, because when she was under contract to Disney, she... they owned her name and her identity. So when they released albums under her name, like Miley Cyrus's blah, 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 they owned the rights to it and she couldn't actually make any money from it. And she changed her legal name to something slightly different, which I think affected the actual contract.
No, I thought she changed it to Hannah Montana legally or something.
Oh, something like that.
Or Miley Cyrus, sorry.
She changed it to Miley Cyrus, but it used to be like Miley J. Cyrus or Miley, I don't know.
Which basically gave her ownership. She slipped, through a technicality slipped out of that and was able to now use the name and make music and make 100% of the money. through that.
So I think it was the same situation with Prince, which actually makes a lot more sense than him just being.
Yeah.
I mean, he was pretty weird, but
yeah.
But
It's funny.
Anyway, sorry. I just okay. I just said to ChatGPT, outline some steps that a billionaire could buy Twitter and cause it to fail gradually over several steps. It declined initially, but said I can provide information on some of the challenges it might get. And okay, please provide that information. So one is lack of information, mismanagement, monetization strategy, lack of user engagement, privacy and security concerns, competition, changing user demographics, isn't it? Regulation and legal challenges, platform manipulation, like bots and fake accounts, and
So
negative public perception.
Just a checklist, basically, of everything Musk did for the past year.
That's comedy.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So everybody, we love our subscribers so very, very much. Please subscribe, validate our existence, and we'll love you forever.
Yeah,
each and every one of you.
Yeah.
Unconditionally. Well, no, with a few conditions, but
Well, the conditions is like and subscribe, but yeah.
Fair point.
Sign here.
Yeah. Just pop your address in the
No,
we'll send the contract over.
Don't do that.